Boys and girls, I'm Scottie and I'm here to tell you what's new with Blacklist Games. But first, Happy New Year everyone. Hope everyone had a smooth transition into 2021. It's an exciting year, lots of cool new things on the horizon, lots of exciting things I can't talk about just yet, but we'll get to them in a future video, I'm sure. But for now, let's take a look at what I can talk about. As always, everything I discussed today will have a link in the description below where you can find more information. Let's start things off with a bang. Lasting Tales has finally officially been announced. We are super excited about this one. It is a cooperative tabletop miniatures game for 1 to 5 players, and it's designed by acclaimed designer Mark Latham, who you might recognize from games such as The Walking Dead All Out War or The Elder Scrolls Call to Arms. We're super excited about this, especially because it's our first foray into the whole wargaming, tabletop skirmish game scene. So this is something we've been wanting to get into for a while. The book will come with everything you need to play. It'll have how to create characters, of course. It'll have some pre-made characters if you want those. Enemy profiles, adversary profiles. Sorry. It's going to have scenarios you can play as one-shots, but of course everyone wants to play these games as campaigns, so you can totally do that. There's even going to be ways of having events outside of what you would expect from a skirmish game. So. More details on that later. But yeah, this is heavily inspired by, role-playing games, the pen and paper kind that we all grew up with. So if you're a fan of those, you'll find a lot to love in here. It's a miniatures agnostic game as well, which is really exciting, which means that all those minis you have lying around at home, you can use them in this game. Same with your terrain, of course. But it wouldn't be a fantasy experience from Blacklist Games if you couldn't use the Fantasy Series miniatures we've created. So yes, your Fantasy Series 1 miniatures will totally be usable in this, and we're excited to also announce that during the Kickstarter for Lasting Tales, which is going to happen on March 30th, by the way, we will also be offering the brand new Fantasy Series 2 box set. So don't miss out. Make sure that you follow our social media so you see all the previews and updates and stuff like that as we build towards launch. You can also go to our website, and the Lasting Tales page itself will have a sign up for a Lasting Tales centric digest, if you will. It should be like a weekly email with a summary of the previews that have been shown during the week on our social media. Oh, also, one thing that's really cool, we've partnered with Blacksite Studios, and they will be making an official Lasting Tales terrain line, so keep an eye on their social media and website to see what they create for us. But yeah, so in summary, March 30th, don't miss the Kickstarter. You can get Lasting Tales on its own, Fantasy Series 2 on its own, or both combined for a bundled price. And of course, we will be having a giveaway on our Facebook page, in the month prior to the launch. So again, follow us on Facebook so you don't miss out on that. In other news, Buddy Cop, our upcoming game of blockbuster action for 1 to 2 players, is closing its pre-order window this month. So February 28th is your final day to pre-order Buddy Cop. Now, why do you want to pre-order? Well, 2 reasons, really. 1, you guarantee yourselves a copy. And 2, you get exclusive content. That exclusive content is the Downtown Detour operation. What is an operation, you ask? Well, it's basically the scenario, one of the scenarios that you'll be playing in your game. There's many in the box, but this one is exclusive to those who pre-order the game. If you want more details on it, you can, of course, head to the product page for Buddy Cop to learn more about the game and the specific operations. But this coming Saturday, February 13th, at 1 p.m. Eastern, designer Mitch Schroeder will be on our YouTube playing the Downtown Detour operation. I'll be in the chat answering any questions you might have via text, and after Mitch is done playing the game, he might stick around and answer some questions as well, so you don't want to miss that. I hope to see you guys on Saturday. Once again, if you do have questions and want more details on Buddy Cop, the link in the description below will help you out. Speaking of pre-orders that are ending soon, Dire Alliance Horror closes its Pledge Manager on February 14th. That is this coming Sunday, so do not miss it. If you haven't late pledged yet, make sure you get in there, otherwise you will have missed your chance. And if you do have a pledge via Kickstarter, but you haven't completed your pledge manager as per the instructions in the updates we've sent you, you must do so before the end of February 14th. Otherwise, you'll only be able to get your stuff after main fulfillment concludes, as per what's written in the Kickstarter project there, so you can research that a bit more if you're not too sure. So don't miss out on Dire Alliance Horror. Again, the game is available on its own. Horror Series 1 is available on its own, and together as well as a discounted price bundle. Fantasy Series 1 is actually also available on its own if you are interested in that product during that pledge manager, so go ahead and check it out, don't miss it. Hour of Need is almost done being manufactured. We had requested some improvements and changes to the box and the vac trays. Unfortunately, the vac tray factory specifically located in Hubei province in China had setbacks because of worsening COVID situations over there. That is going to be completed when they get back from Chinese New Year, which I believe ends on February 26th. So once that's done, we're pretty much going to be ready to rock, and we'll start pumping those games out from the factory on the boats and stuff like that. But you can take a look at the latest update. And we post it on the Kickstarter project if you want more details. Also, during that update, we had a link to a live play that the brothers did on the 23rd of January. So if you want to see more Hour of Need gameplay, take a look at that archived live stream. Lots of cool stuff to take a look at. We're really excited to get Hour of Need out to you guys. We think you're absolutely going to love this. This is pretty much the pinnacle of the MDS system. And in all our opinions, I think we really enjoy this one. It plays fast, plays smooth, and the characters and setting are just colorful. They pop. Really excited to have you guys dive in there and let us know what you think. Fantasy Series 1 is in various stages of fulfillment. I believe Australia and New Zealand are pretty much imminent in terms of delivery, so if you are in those regions, keep an eye on your inbox. You should be getting emails from our partner down there, Etherworks. As for other regions, looking here, the EU is pretty much on a boat, so that should be arriving shortly, and then once that gets there, they'll be, prepping, packing, and then we'll be sending things out gradually. Asia, they will be processing stuff once they return from Chinese New Year. Again, I believe that ends on February 26th. So once they're back, they'll be able to start, packing stuff and sending that out. And in the other regions, US, Canada, UK, and the rest of world, basically, as you are all aware, there is a massive container shortage in China right now, not just in the board game industry, right? Like, everybody's suffering from this. There are various news articles you can read if you're curious about this, but long story short, we are in line to get the necessary amount of containers that we require for such a large fulfillment. These regions are by far the have the most backers, and we're talking about a huge project here. Like, I can't remember how many backers we had by the end of the pledge manager, like 20,000, something like that. So it's a huge undertaking. We are in line, we're waiting, and Quartermaster, you guys all know, are some of the best in the biz. They know what they're doing. They've been in business for years, so they are fighting to try to get us the next batch, if you will. So the moment we have news to share for those regions, we will. We thank you guys for your patience. We're sorry that this is happening. It's kind of out of our control, unfortunately. But yeah, we're going to get there. We're going to get you your stuff. And speaking of your stuff, because we knew the wait would be, very difficult for some of you, we were able to get a couple of review copies airshipped out of China to various people that we thought would be the best to show you guys what you're getting. Well, first off, we actually had Den of Imagination, the painting studio, paint up the box miniatures for you. So there's a link to that video in the description below, also in the latest update, so check it out. They did a great job. I'm like an okay painter. These guys really make me want to up my game, I really want to be able to match this quality level at this point. So very exciting. It's great to see these painted so beautifully. But yeah, back to the review copies. We actually have Ash at Guerilla Gaming, who got his copy recently, and there's a great unboxing video that he did going through the core and the stretch goal, so you can see just how insane the value of this package is that you're getting. So I'm going to link that in the description below. Take a look. He walks you through every single miniature in the box. It is great. And that about does it for this episode of the Blacklist Games Brief. As always, if you like what you see, if you want us to make more of these videos, please subscribe to the channel. That way, you'll never miss any of the cool new previews and live streams that we do. And if you want to make sure you're the first to know of those cool new videos, make sure to click the notification bell. That way, you will be notified the moment we go live or post a new video. Until next time, I'm Scotty. Keep playing those Blacklist games.